Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us again for one of our Workforce TeleStaff tips and tricks. I'm Emily Fisk. I'm the Relationship Manager here at JK Seva. We also have Bill Mitchell. He is JK Seva's president, and he will be closing out the presentation today. And we have our guest speaker here, Tim Paraguay. He has 15 years of payroll and scheduling experience with TeleStaff and is a retired lieutenant in the police force with the city of Madison, Wisconsin. And he's earned his TeleStaff expertise with implementations for both fire and police agencies. And today we will be discussing out of assignment work codes. And let's get started. Tim, I'll hand this off to you.
Thank you, Emily. Well, out-of-class assignment symbols are new, and if you do not have Workforce TeleStaff 6.4 or later, you will not see this notification. So you must have that in order for this to make sense. You can still fix it by using this demonstration, but you will not have the indicators that are highlighted in this presentation. So the out-of-class assignment now has a symbol in front of the work code. And that symbol, I'm going to call it a barbershop pole looking like thing because I'm not sure what it's supposed to represent, but I call it a barbershop pole. Out of assignment work codes happen because you put a vacation or non-working code, and that's important. It's only going to affect non-working codes. So the typical one is someone wanted to save someone sort of vacation, let's say later on in the year, in the summer. And so they went ahead before they made the new assignment and they put a vacation on his or her calendar. Well, then they changed the assignment after they put the work code on there. And a lot of people are under the misinterpretation that the work code is always going to just inherit what the assignment was. That's not the case. They're two separate things. So yes, it will inherit the assignment once it's put on, but if the assignment changes, it's not going to change into Workforce TeleStaff automatically. So after you get that symbol, you might want to, well, I wonder how many more symbols are out there. Well, they did create a new feature that is going to allow you to look for all of the non-out assignment work codes that are out there. And if you go to your advanced calendar, and again, you have to be a supervisor or have that authority to have an advanced calendar, go to the advanced calendar and upper right, you'll have limited by. In the limited by, you'll have the more options where previously you could look for pending requests. Well, now they have that third one down there that says non-working out of assignments. Out of assignments just to make sure that you're aware that it's only going to be affecting non-working codes. So the best thing to talk about first is how to avoid them in the first place. How to avoid them in the first place, because if anyone, and I'm sure everyone has, changing all these can be very time consuming, so you want to avoid it in the first place. I would avoid it by simply not putting on non-working codes until assignment changes are made. So typically you want to have assignment changes in Workforce TeleStaff prior to putting on the vacation. Now, sometimes that's not practical depending on your needs, and you're going to have to hold a vacation week for someone, and we understand it, but this will be how to fix them. So out of the class assignment, once you've limited by and you've got all the out of assignment work codes throughout the year, you could go to the who else and you can see individually who has those codes. And then one by one, you can go there. And in this case, you can select, you don't have to do one day at a time. You can select many days at a time. And then you're going to edit without rules to change them. Now, here's a tip. You don't have to go into someone's assignment to see what their current assignment is. If you tooltip, just click on their regular assignment. In this example, it's the light blue. You are going to see that this individual is now on team B, and he or she works a 12-hour shift or a 10-hour shift starting at noon. So how to fix them all at once? Now that you've selected them all, now you want to go to edit without rules, and you should be able, or you should know what edit without rules are by this time. And that is the process where you usually look at the audit trail. But besides just the audit trail, they also have the advance and the logging and the roster. Go ahead and go down to the roster, and now you're changing all at once. In this case, in this very simple, all we have to do is change the team A to change it to team B, and then everything would be fixed. Now, it could be that if the position's changed as well, you might have to change that as well. Or it could be that they're in a totally different region altogether. But for simplicity for this demonstration, I just had to change from team A to team B. And then you will know it's fixed when the barber pole symbol is no longer there. And always remember that the help menu, which is built into Workforce TeleStaff, really does a good job of explaining what an out of assignment is and how it was generated in the first place. So again, to summarize it, avoid it in the first place by proper procedures. Sometimes you won't be able to. As a matter of fact, sometimes you might even have a non-working code, let's say a vacation, on a day that they don't even work, or you can simply delete it. I know a lot of people out there, their fix to this is just to delete all the vacation and then to re-enter it. However, if you do that, you lose the audit trail. And it's very important to keep that audit trail. Let's say that I later on, as an employee, say I never put that vacation in the first place. Well, it's gone because you deleted it. So this way, what we just demonstrated today, we'll keep the audit trail, and you'll be able to fix every one per person multiple days at a time.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Tim. Hey, so hopefully you have a better understanding of, if you end up getting that, I like that term barbershop post, that little candy cane post as another way to look at it, that talks about the out of assignment work code, but really also how to avoid them, and then how to fix them a little bit better. So edit and fix. So if you can do it yourself, great. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight on how to do that. If you have any questions, please go ahead and contact us at contact@jkseva.com. And what you should put in there is, in the subject, is out of assignment. That's really what this subject is. So put that in the subject line, out of assignment question, or even some people put in the webinar out of assignment question. So go to contact@jkseva.com. And if you're interested in more information, like a TeleStaff demo or anything else you might need help with, please reach out to our sales team at salesteam@jkseva.com, and we can schedule something for a deeper dive into some of your individual things. But hopefully this gives you a little insight. Thank you very much for joining us. If you have additional information or want some additional information, please go to our website at jkseva.com. That's jkseva.com. And look forward to talking with you in the future. Bye-bye.